Hey guys, what's going on? ZeroMagnumX here. This is a different video because I do have the and more thing on my channel description, and I wanted to share a little bit of some other games I do outside of MMOs and stuff and card games. I like to play miniatures every so often, especially if it's a miniatures game I can get into. And that being said, friends have got me into Heroclix. It's nice to take a break from competitive cards and talking about strategy and all this other stuff, because Heroclix has so many possible combinations and teams that you really don't know what you're going to be facing or what your mixed bag is, and it's more of a strategy game and board game type of tabletop than anything else. You go and you kill each other, or you have a goal and kill something, or whatever else. Like tonight I played in a Master Mold tournament, and normally these guys are pretty small, as you can see my hand compared to them. Master Mold was like, it takes both hands to hold him, unless you have a really big hand, then you could hold the bottom of him, I think, but he's pretty huge. It's a hobby I have. None of these will be for trade through the mail or any of that, because they cost more to trade. But I just wanted to share one of my hobbies with you guys. I know sometimes people just go out looking to see what, people have as interest in hobbies, and I figured I'd share with you guys this, and I hope you guys like it. So, to start off, there are older clicks that they made and newer clicks. Okay, the older clicks are like this, where you needed a ring or something like that, and you really gotta, click that way. This actually clicks easy because it's my favorite piece, which is this Iron Man. The reason it's my favorite piece is because when I first started clicks, this was the first Iron Man I picked up from a buddy's collection and put War Machine beside him, and I had fun. I played the heck out of them, and War Machine's like the newer style click, which I'll get to here soon. And then my fiance and I went out and bought 4 of these boxes for the Avengers, which is cool because they were basically half off. Originally they were $14 or $13. Half off, they're like $7 or $7. So it was actually really, really cool that I got him half off from Walmart. And out of the 4 we got, I got him, even though he's an uncommon. It's still kind of difficult to be finding the exact uncommon you want. So that's my favorite piece for the Marvel side. Even though he's Golden Age and he's in an older click and everything else, it's got a lot of love, because I just twisted this so he'd be loose and be able to use them effectively. Because if these older ones get stuck, that's it. I have not found a way to make them looser, outside of him to spin them 100 times. So they're stuck in the package, or when you get them. Like I have Stingray that is stuck for all time, that just will not budge. This isn't the one that's stuck. I have another one of him, but that's what he looks like. So I have another one of him that is basically stuck, that I cannot move. So thankfully I got 2 of them if I ever want to use them. Okay, the newer, they have all kinds of different heroes. I know this is a little bit of a promotional video. They have, they even have like Star Trek Heroclix. They have Halo Heroclix. I'll probably put a link in the description to the main site. It's not the best for galleries. You can look up stuff on Troll and Toad for Heroclix and singles and things like that. They do have different sculpt sizes. I traded my Abomination, but like Hulks are like, a little bit bigger and more solid. There's this guy who, if you see him in comparison, is much bigger of a click. Like this whole guy is that. This is Dragon Man. I got him in a pack. It was heavier, so I picked the heaviest pack. I mean, it had weight to it, and he was in there. Bigger doesn't always mean better, but I was hoping for like a Hulk character or something, and because it was the Avengers, and didn't end up with it. I ended up with this guy, but that's fine to me. The newer clicks, on the other hand, are much easier to turn. I'll use Superman, he's my favorite DC character, and the Lanterns are probably my second favorite character for DC. I know people like Batman and stuff, but it's simple. Like, this turns like a dial. In case you guys are looking into it, the newer stuff is just better. And you can use these in modern ages and stuff. But they have real nice details. Like, you can see the cape for Superman. Like, they don't skimp on them. And like I said, there's all kinds of different things. There's Star Trek, Halo, the like horror movie monsters, stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of things. Even like this Batman sculpt is pretty good. It's just pretty basic, but you know, he's got a batarang in his hand. You know, he's got abs and everything else, and then he turns pretty easily. The cape is even detailed and pointed. I mean, they're not really toys, but they have nice quality for. They're called sculpts. Like here's an older one, Toro. It's not the Human Torch. You can get the Fantastic Four though if you go and look for it in different things. You can get Silver Surfer, which is a Defenders team. We actually have a Thor in here, I believe. Gotta find him. He's hiding from me. Apologies on just searching. But I just wanted to show you guys the different things to, if you guys are looking for something else to get away from, something like this is very fun. It's really cool. It's kind of laid back because you never know who's going to win. It's based on strategy. I mean, if you're good at strategy games. If you're not, then you're not. So there's not too much to that. There he is. There's Thor. He's pretty basic. You know, he's holding the hammer, and it's a Heroclix and all that. I mean, this sucker costs 250 points. Typically, what people play the standard is 300-point teams. That means as many characters as you can put on a 300-point team you can use. So he's got 250 on him, so he's most of your team already. The same thing with this awesome Wonder Woman. She's a Crimson Lantern. Pretty awesome. So, and she's 215 points. She kicked butt. She's how my fiance won tonight. Because she deals, which is an absurd amount of damage of 400, or 4 damage, not 400, sorry, 4 damage, which means how many times they click their click. Now, there's other things with shields and toughness. You guys gotta look into the game to learn more about it. But it's absurd, because like my lantern that I was using, Hal Jordan himself only deals 3 points of damage. And I think Superman, if I'm not mistaken, starts out at like, yeah, he only starts out at 2 points of damage, if that gets you an idea of how absurd 4 points of damage is. The reason to buy the $24 set was for her, because she's the most absurd Wonder Woman in existence in the game. She's got something called probability control and use dice, and it makes rerolls happen. So if you get a miss, or they get a miss, once in an entire round out of everyone, you can make somebody reroll, as long as they're within 10 squares of you. It's a free action. It doesn't take up any of the what are called action tokens. It means if I want to move Thor 5 spaces, I got to put a dice with him with a 1 on it, and that means it's its action for the turn, among other things. You guys could look into the rules. It's very easy to pick up. It's made for like ages 6 and up, and I thought I'd just share the collection. I'm gonna have more. If you guys like this video and want to see more of Heroclix in my stuff, I will feature it more. I just figured I'd put it out there and see if you guys like it. Even for like the older comic book folks, there's Plastic Man, who's all stretchy and stuff, like the way they sculpted him. So that was pretty cool. He's actually pretty cheap on points, which means he's not the best. Here's like an old school looking kind of Aquaman, even though he's newer. He's got the long hair and the hook arm and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they're pretty cool. It's a fun game. I recommend it if you need a break from cards and you want to interact with people when you have a play group. And I just thought I'd promote this and let you guys know. And I know the video is long because I just wanted to talk about it. This is more like an introduction video on top of showcasing different figures and what the game has to offer. And it has a bunch of cool things. If you guys like comic books or even just superheroes, look into it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as something unique and new and different. And ZeroMagnumX out. Peace, YouTube.